Good morning, everybody. June the 23rd, 2015. Less time to talk. Okay, I'm interested in the long side of the market today because of the 2-year auction. And we have our first buy zone is 17 to 21. And it looks like we might go a little lower than our second buy zone, 9 to 13. But the maybe it's a 13 to 17 buy. I don't know, but usually the 2-year auction is good enough that they can't take it down. So we're going to look for this get stops below the overnight session low in X period, kind of set up, and maybe that'll set the low after all the heavy selling that we've had. Looks like the Greek deal is going to go through, although Cyprus has to take it home to Greece and sell it to his coalition, probably to the outrage calls of traitor, we got you elected not to do this. But again, Greece doesn't have any choice in the matter. It's just they desperately need the money. And the other thing that people forget is that right now even the United States is applying pressure on the EU and the ECB to get something going. The US to keep the Russia and China out of the southern Europe, getting a foothold in Europe. France and Germany are doing it to keep the EU together. There's 28 members. If one of them is allowed to go, this whole idea of a union backing each other and keeping it all together becomes questionable. Why would you want to join? So it's going to be hard to hold it together. It's going to cost money. They can absorb pretty easily a Greek loss. But from day one, the issue has been Italy and Spain. They can't absorb or write off Italy and Spain's debt. So here we are. We're attempting to come down lower tonight, and we've got news. Overnight, the news out of Europe was really positive, with both service and PMIs, France and Germany coming in well above expectations, and the EU, the composite of France and Germany's, came in higher than forecast. So for 1 month, Europe has shown that it's starting to grow again. Their economy is strengthening, and a weak euro is behind that. We have news in the United States. Durable orders, minus 0.6%. Ex-transportation, and this is the number that they'll key off of, plus 0.5. FHFA housing index could come in higher than forecast because the housing numbers have been uniformly across the board stronger than forecast, plus 0.4. PMI manufacturing, 54.2. New home sales, 525,000. This number could come in higher than forecast, and the other day the 525,000, a greater than forecast housing number, took the indexes higher. And Richmond Fed at 3. Focus, durable orders, ex-transportation, new home sales. Okay, looking at the 30-year. The buy zone will be 1 to 29. And I don't think they can really crack it this morning. Buy 2 will be 21 to 25. Hopefully it's not famous last words. We're at 6 right now. We've got volume at 12, so 11 to 15, sell 1. And then the last rotate up yesterday was 24. The overnight session's 23. So we're going to make sell failure at 2024. that area, and we'll see if that holds up. But I am more interested in the long side because of the 2-year auction. Obviously we have some big news to get through in durable orders. Once that's out of the way, we can adjust these numbers. Okay, risk-off investments. Gold suffered a little bit because of the impending Greece deal, which has to be sold. So gold is not in favor. So we've got this low right over here, stops below 75. I can't imagine that. I mean, I'm sure Cyprus will get a rousing welcome back to Italy, but it may not be the one he expected. It should be loud for sure. But I mean, for Greece to, the one thing that still haven't settled on has been pensions. And as of yesterday, Greece had not cut the pension, which I think somebody said, one of the articles said maybe as high as 75% of government payments go for pensions. Now think about that, 75%. And they don't have enough people going to work, and they don't have enough GDP to support that. That's what having no kids will do for you. So selling 85, 87s, the 90 to 92, and on the buy side, basically we're going to try to buy 70 to 75 on gold. Okay, looking at the euro, it's off quite a bit overnight. Like we said, rumored deal, rally, about to get a deal, sells. And yesterday we had a pretty massive B forming. And you can see right here that in Asia, the market spilled and it really hasn't come back. I'm on 3 tick increments. That may not be enough. So here we are, like 1175. Get stops below 112, buy 1. Then 1150 for buy 2. And we'll put a question mark at 12. That could be the first spot, but it looks like we are headed lower. We had a lot of range overnight. 1250, sell 1. 1275, sell 2. And there'll be articles about Cyprus's reception in Greece. They had a referendum, and over half the people wanted them to take the deal. So it's not like he doesn't have support for this at home. So, you know, looking at the alternative, collapse, most people would vote for the deal and try to figure out what to do tomorrow. I mean, it's a rare individual that'll stick his head into a noose, although he knows the noose is coming. Okay, crude oil, that 60-50 area, we've got a seller. So 60-50, 75, I think that's where we were last night. Sell 1. And 61, 61.25, sell 2. This market trades on what it's going to trade on. It's 50 to 75, buy 1. Big stories out there that Saudi Arabia and Russia have approved official state visits. Think about what in the hell is going on, ally-wise, coalition-wise, to stand up to Russia, which, you know, Russia, if you want to take a look at where most of the damage and pain and death has come from in the previous century, it came out of Russia. And people alive, you know, Saudi Arabia helped break Russia's back. And now we have Putin supposedly going to Saudi Arabia. All the stuff that is being unraveled purposely and being done right now, I mean, no wonder the world is chaotic. Okay, I think that it'll be interesting to see today how we go. The news out of Europe was good. China's market got slammed last night because the People's Bank of China and the Chinese government are tightening, trying to get rid of the stock bubble, where I think the Chinese stock market has doubled over the course of the last year. But we got this Greece deal, and if we get the Greece deal, and not necessarily this week, but by next Tuesday, I expect to see new contract highs just off the Greece deal. That thing's put behind us. I have to see if that happens. So we're just like we were yesterday. We've got resistance at 20, so 20 to 25 is our sell zone. So sell 1 is 20 plus or minus, sell 2 is 25 plus or minus. And on the buy side, I like the 10 to 12 area like we did last night. Didn't get close to it. The low was 13.5. So this 13 to 15 area is going to be buy 1. And if we crack that, maybe we can get down to this level. So we'll make it a 6 to 8 buy for buy 2. So 13 to 15 is where support is, and we've got durable orders minus 0.6, X transportation plus 0.5. That's what they'll key off of. That's a pretty healthy number if it comes in that way. FHFA up 0.4. That number could come in higher. The other numbers have come in higher. PMI manufacturing, I don't think anybody will pay any attention to it. It's there. It might be a detractor, but I don't think it'll add to the market. 54.2 comes out every 2 weeks. New home sales. This will be, and this one could clearly come in higher than forecast. Plus 525. And Richmond Fed at 3, which no one will pay any attention to. So the focus, new home sales, and the first one out of the chute will be durable orders, X transportation. Be with you as soon as I can. Later.